Hi, Jennifer. I'm home safe and sound.
Oh, that's great. Say me well to Mom, will ya?
I can't.
Why?
'Cause I didn't go there.
Really? That's strange, considering how you've always been Mom's pet. You haven't been in town for almost 2 years, so I thought you would have preferred to go home and spend some time with Mom.
That's true, but Mom and I had always been in touch.
Oh, really? She never told me.
Yeah, that's because I told her not to. I just couldn't face you after, the incident.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad it's all in the past now.
All in the past? Easy for you to say.
You've forgiven me, right?
I don't know. Have I?
I know you have, else you wouldn't have welcomed me today.
I haven't seen or heard from you since you snatched my boyfriend from me, and then you suddenly showed up at my office. What was I supposed to do? Raise an alarm saying the jealous sister is back?
Whoa, where's the attitude coming from? What happened to the loving big sis who was all hugs and kisses earlier today?
Do you have a glitch in your memory or something? It was you who was forcing hugs and kisses on my bewildered self.
That's true. You were acting like you'd seen a ghost. You couldn't even say hello to your little sister. Your coworkers were beginning to think I'd lied about being your sister. So I did that to save myself from being embarrassed.
Typical of you. You just breeze into my perfectly going life from nowhere and expect me to play the adorable sister after all you've done?
How could I expect that of you? Playing the adorable sister is my thing. That's why I'm Lily. Adorable little Lily.
I can't believe you're making a joke out of this. Do you think it's so easy to forgive someone who stole my boyfriend?
I agree I did a terrible thing, and I am sorry. I've said that a zillion times today. What more do you want?
You hurt me, Lily. And saying sorry is not just gonna change things.
I wasn't the only one who hurt you. Dud cheated on you too, and you forgave him.
I didn't. I stopped talking to him and blocked him on all my social media pages. You could say I forgot him, but not forgave. I should have done that to you too, Lily. Perhaps you wouldn't be able to make stupid jokes about being adorable.
I get it that you were hurt, but I'm your sister, and sisters are for life.
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever. I hope you're enjoying your relationship with Dud.
Oh, Dud and I broke up a couple of months ago.
I can't believe this. So quick? I thought you were both on the happily ever after train.
We were until things went south.
What do you mean?
Dad wasn't the rich and caring person he painted himself to be. Yeah. He didn't have as much money as he claimed to. I didn't even know we'd been living on his savings until he said he couldn't afford the apartment anymore and we had to move someplace cheaper. Can you believe that? I had to call it quits then. Ugh.
Interesting.
Huh, you don't seem surprised.
I already knew Dud was up to no good. He was more of a pest than a boyfriend. And I had also put up with a lot. All in the name of love.
Well, it's over between us now. It's not like I was shedding tears when we broke up. Unlike you. I was only enjoying the thrill of the moment and dumped him when I got tired.
I see.
So, what's up with you now? Any new guy in your life?
I don't want to discuss such details with you, Lily. Don't get too comfortable around me, because I haven't forgiven you yet. If you don't mind, I have to go now.
Okay, I get it. You don't want me to know your love life sucks ever since Dud left you.
Really? I don't get how we're sisters. You don't even feel sorry for what you've done. Sometimes I feel like babies got switched when you were born and Mom came home with the wrong baby.
Yeah, I also can't believe how we're sisters. Like, I'm so pretty and cute while you're just plain.
What? I'm done here. Be safe wherever you are.
Come on, Jennifer. I was only joking. Jennifer? Jenny? Hey, big sis.
Hello, what is it?
It's been almost a month, yet you didn't bother to check up on me.
Why should I? You're big enough to take care of yourself.
What kind of a sister are you? You didn't even care to ask where I've been staying since I got into town.
What do you mean? I thought you returned the following day.
I didn't. I've been in town and I've been living in a mansion. Wait, you should know. I posted pictures all over my social media.
You know I'm not a social media freak like you.
Yeah. You've always been the serious one. Just work and books. You should shake things up a bit.
Make fun all you want, Lily. The truth remains that hard work pays.
I don't think so. Look at me. I don't work as hard as you do, yet I'm living the best life possible.
Do you call living off the next available rich man the best life possible? It's only a matter of time before you reach your Waterloo.
Why do you enjoy being mean to me?
I'm not being mean. I'm only saying the obvious truth.
What?
Yeah. You say you're better than me, but in reality, you're always jealous of me.
Hey, don't say such things about me.
It's the truth. You've always wanted everything I had while growing up. If I had a new dress or shoes, you'd want it too.
No! It was you who was always getting what I deserved. Dad always got you presents, but not me.
No. Dad got us both presents during Christmas. The only reason I got more gifts was because I excelled in my studies.
That's a lie. I deserved those gifts because I was more beautiful. Dad gave them to you only to make you feel better.
Mom must have fed you with so many lies, you believe them to be true.
Hey, don't bring Mom into this.
Don't speak wrongly of our late father either. God bless his soul. I'm sure he'd be proud of me wherever he is now.
Mom is more proud of me. So keep working hard while I enjoy the benefits of your labor.
Suit yourself. You'll always be right in your eyes.
Of course. Anyways, that's not why I messaged you.
Like I care.
Jenny, I think we got off on the wrong foot today. I've got something really important to share and I need you to listen. First, you really should check my Instagram.
I'm not going to do that.
Please. It's something exciting that I can't wait to share.
Nope.
Fine. Here's the big news. I'm getting married!
Huh? Oh, please, cut the dramatics. I'm not in the mood for jokes, so spare me.
I am serious. I am getting married.
All right, do whatever you want.
Come on, this is not the reaction I deserve. You should be happy for me.
You broke up with Dad just a few weeks ago, and now you're already planning a wedding? You're such a confused young lady, but it's not my problem.
Okay, so that means you're cool with it all?
Cool with what?
My marriage?
Is there a reason I shouldn't?
Perhaps you should check the pictures I just sent you since you wouldn't check my Instagram.
Is that a ring I see on your finger?
Of course, it's my engagement ring. Your little sister is getting married before you. You must be so jealous of me. And bitter, 'cause that's how y'all old unmarried ladies are.
What? Do you dare call me old? Ugh, that's the height of insolence, Lily.
That's not all. Check the next picture.
What? Oh my god! How do you know George Tucker? And what are you both doing, grinning from ear to ear? Is that what I think it is?
If you're thinking I'm getting married to him, then yes, you're right. I was gonna keep his identity a surprise until my wedding day, but I just can't wait anymore. I can imagine the shock on your face now.
Do you know who George Tucker is?
Uh-huh. He's your fiancé and I'm ruining your relationship for the second time. And this time I've done myself some real good. George Tucker is a billionaire CEO. I finally get the chance to live the life I deserve.
This had better be a joke.
Why would I joke with something as important as this?
It just doesn't add up. How do you know George? Where did you meet him?
Well, I'm smart and pretty, so getting a man like George wasn't hard for me. Although I should give Mom her flowers. She helped connect us both.
Huh? Mom?
Yeah. Mom messaged me about your new relationship some days after I broke up with Dad.
How is that possible? I never introduced George to Mom at all.
George was posting pictures of you both on social media and he tagged you. Mom got to see those pictures and checked his profile online. She saw that he was a wealthy CEO, then boom, decided that I was better suited for him than you were.
This is crazy.
I know, right? I really didn't have the intention of taking him away from you. I was only hitting on him on Instagram, more like harmless flirting. Then we got talking more intimately. One day I invited him to come over and visit me, which worked like magic. He found me irresistible and knew he just had to marry me.
Wow. I must have done something bad in my previous life to be cursed with a sister like you. I bet George didn't know you were my sister, right?
Does it matter? You had better not do something silly, Jenny. I should have kept his identity a surprise until the wedding day. That would have been the real shocker. But she got me pissed off and I just couldn't hold it in. I'm sure you're gonna be pretty much heartbroken. You'll never be able to find love again.
I'm really mad at you right now.
Like I care. I'll ask Mom to send you the wedding invitation. If you come, I might introduce you to some of George's rich friends.
Mark my words, Lily. I would never set foot in that wedding. And don't you ever contact me again.
I won't need to. I'm about to be a billionaire's wife. Bye forever, Jenny.
Jennifer, what is this I hear about you? Mom, it's quite early for this. What's going on? Your sister is getting married and you're not happy for her? Here we go again. What's with that tone? Are you jealous because she's getting married before you? I'm not. There's just a lot going through my head right now that I'd rather be left alone. I don't care what's going on in that head of yours. Your sister is getting married and I demand that you be there. What? That's outrageous, Mom. Why do you act like you don't know what's going on here? What else is going on other than your sister's wedding? As far as I'm concerned, that selfish, self-centered girl isn't my sister. What? Take that back. No, I mean what I said, and I'm done condoning her crazy ways. Neither will I be a pawn in your conniving schemes anymore. Conniving schemes? What's that all about? I'm not a fool. I know that you have a hand in Lily's engagement to George Tucker. Well, I guess she spilled the beans already. So now that you know, the best thing to do is accept fate and do what's expected of you as an elder sister. Mom! Don't you care that I'm hurt? Or that I've been hurt over and over again by you and that daughter of yours? I bet you've forgotten that it's just been 2 years since she stole my boyfriend from me, and this is happening again? Oh, that. Lily didn't steal your boyfriend. He was the one who first made advances at her. That's not an excuse. She could have told me when that happened. What would that have changed? It was obvious he loved Lily more than he loved you. It's just sad that he wasn't rich enough, so I told Lily to leave him. I can't believe you're taking sides with her. It hurts more to think that you knew of this all along. Listen up, Jennifer. I always do what's best for both of my daughters, okay? Obviously, regardless of which of your daughters gets hurt. Will you stop being a crybaby and let go of the past? If this is how you choose to live, then fine. You both aren't my family anymore. Oh, relax, Jennifer. I'm still your mother no matter what. Besides, Lily needs you at this point in her life. She's pregnant with Tucker. What? Can this not get any more complicated? Don't tell me that's part of your scheme too? Of course not. Why would I want my daughter to get pregnant outside of wedlock? Getting pregnant was a mistake on Lily's part, but it turned out to be an advantage. We were able to pressure George into arranging a wedding, which is a good thing for Lily. It seems to me that you have successfully plotted your beloved daughter's downfall this time around. Huh? That's impossible. The Tucker family is rich and influential. Lily is going to be a billionaire's wife, and I would automatically become rich too. Interesting. But permit me to puncture the bubbles in your air castle. Has George introduced Lily to his family yet? Well, he said his family is out on vacation, but they'd be around for the civil wedding. We got introduced via a video call already. I see. I'm 100% sure that it wasn't the Tucker family I know George introduced you and Lily to, because they aren't on vacation at all. I know you're saying all this because you were dumped. Dumped? You know what? I'm done having this conversation. Just a minute, young lady. I get it that you're pissed and won't come to the wedding, but you should be available whenever your sister's pregnancy gets heavy. I believe there would be a lot of domestic help at the Tucker's mansion, but she'd still need a familiar face. I'm too old to be doing all of the helping around. That's not my problem. Take care of yourself.
Hello, Jennifer. I can't believe you didn't come.
Who's this, please?
Jeez, it's me, Lily, your sister.
Oh, I deleted your number already.
Come on, Jenny, that's harsh. You should at least be happy for me. Today was my civil wedding. I'm now Mrs. Lily Tucker. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it?
Enjoy your fantasy as long as it lasts.
Oh, see how bitter you sound. I wish you were present. My wedding was so glorious. I made sure the reception was exquisite. The venue itself was expensive, but I still got an event planner to ensure everything was befitting for a billionaire's wedding. I didn't know George had a lot of friends. I mean, rich friends and expensive clothes. I felt like a queen. I even invited the press to cover the wedding. I'm sure we'd be in the news by tomorrow morning.
Listen to you talk is disgusting. Because you don't know who George Tucker is.
Oh, someone is deeply hurt. You really should have come to my wedding, at least to say a final goodbye to your ex-fiancé.
George was never my fiancé.
Fiancé, boyfriend, whatever you choose to call him. The fact remains that he was once yours, and now he's mine.
You're being delusional. There's no way I'd stoop so low to date someone like George.
Ugh, the pictures were all over social media. Of course you guys were dating.
The only time I remember taking a picture with George Tucker was when the CEO brought him to try out a marketing role at the company. He was quite the jolly type, and we took pictures, but he couldn't even last a week at the job. He was fired the same week he resumed. I had no idea those pictures were posted on social media.
You mean you were never dating George?
No.
But the pictures. He called you his babe and had his arms flung across your shoulders.
Well, George is just the type of man to boast of what he's not. He's not even related to the Tucker family. He's just an old friend of the CEO who happens to share the same surname with him. Like I said, I had no idea those pictures got posted. It was just a harmless picture, unlike your harmless flirting that made you fall into his trap.
Trap? Something's not right. Do you work with Tucker Company Ltd?
Yes.
Who's the CEO?
Travis Tucker, the real heir to the Tucker inheritance and my fiancé.
No way. George is the heir and the billionaire CEO. Who's this Travis Tucker you're making up from nowhere?
George is just Travis's friend with the same surname. He has no right to claim the Tucker's inheritance. I wouldn't be surprised if his social media says otherwise because he's a big liar and pretender. More reasons he couldn't work in a reputable company like ours.
That's impossible. My parents-in-law are the real owners of Tucker Company Ltd. I have proof. I'm gonna send you some of my wedding pictures now.
Okay. Oh, I see. Here's you, Mom, George Tucker, and an elderly couple I don't recognize.
The elderly couple you don't recognize is Mr. and Mrs. Tucker, the owners of Tucker Company Ltd. George Tucker is their first son, which makes him the heir to the company.
You've got it all wrong. The heir to the Tucker's inheritance is my fiancé, and he's beside me right now. Perhaps you just married into a family of liars?
No way. My husband is the heir, and he just stepped outside a few minutes ago. You're so depressed that you're beginning to live a lie.
I don't know what lies George fed you, but he certainly is not an heir. He isn't even a billionaire.
That's not true. I've been staying in his mansion since I got back to town. From the wealth displayed in the house, the cars parked outside, and the many domestic staff, George is definitely a billionaire.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but you've been fooled. The mansion you're talking about belongs to my fiancé, Travis. Where are you now?
At a hotel, of course.
I'm not surprised. There's no way George would bring you to the mansion knowing that Travis is back from his trip.
Huh? I'm confused.
You see, after you told me you were getting married to George Tucker, I knew the name rang a bell, so I asked my fiancé for clarification. He explained to me that George was his childhood friend who coincidentally shared the same surname with him. A jobless fellow who loved pretending to be who he was not. He'd often ask Travis for money and ride his cars or use his mansion whenever Travis wasn't around.
This can't be true. You're making this all up.
It's the truth. Travis tried to help George at a point by giving him a position at the company, but his lazy ass just didn't want to work. I think you just got married to one hell of a scammer.
Laugh all you want, but I don't believe you. I'm gonna ask my husband to take us back to the mansion once he gets back in. I'll take pictures there and post them all over social media.
Don't get overly excited, Lily.
It's Mrs. Lily Tucker. I advise you to save my number now, as I'm now rich and famous.
I'd love to see that happening.
Stop trying to ruin my marriage, Jennifer!
Suit yourself. When reality dawns on you, don't come running to me for help.
What reality? The only reality is that I'm a billionaire's wife, and you're just you, same old Jennifer working her ass out on a low-paying job.
I'll stop you right there because I don't have a low-paying job at all.
I can see you're so depressed that you're beginning to deny your reality, because I'm pretty sure you'd be a junior staff in a company like Tucker Ltd.
You're wrong. I had the sales and marketing department.
Well, it doesn't matter. George is the CEO, so that places me above you. Plus, I could tell him to fire you, and that'd be all. You'd be unemployed in the twinkle of an eye.
I'm saying it for the umpteenth time that George isn't the CEO. The CEO is Travis Tucker, and he's my fiancé. I suggest you ask George for the truth when he's back. Bye. Hello? Mom, where are you? I need your assistance this minute. You can't be ordering me around as you wish. Are you really going to ignore your sister while she's in trouble? Huh? Trouble? Yeah. That can't be. We just spoke some hours ago and she was bragging about her billionaire husband. She's fine as far as I'm concerned. That's not the case. As I speak, Lily is currently troubled. Really? What happened? Her husband got arrested. Why would an innocent man be arrested on his wedding day? I don't know. Lily was saying something about a lady pressing charges against him for not paying his court-ordered child support for months. So George had a kid before marrying Lily? Apparently. It seemed that the lady heard of the wedding and traced him down here. Lily said the lady is his ex-wife living in another state, so George would likely face federal prosecution. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds grave. It definitely is. This means it's considered a criminal offense, and George would have to pay a fine or face a jail time. It's a terrible thing to be in the wrong where the federal constitution is concerned. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. Do you find this funny? Yeah, it's so hilarious. Turns out George is not just a lazy, entitled man, but he's also a criminal who's about to repeat his past with Lily right now. Huh? What do you mean? I can't believe you made your daughter marry a man without looking up his past. George's online profile shows he's a playboy who has multiple girlfriends at the same time. I wouldn't be surprised if he's owing child support for more than one child, or if another woman shows up pregnant for him. This is awful. You should have told me this earlier. You had all of this information and yet made your sister marry such a man. Don't place it on me, Mom. You're the one who has been advising and supporting Lily all this while. You wanted her to have the life I'm working hard for, but now she's living the direct opposite. Besides, I only got to know of this recently. I'm not surprised Lily fell for George headlong. Greed must have blinded her. Oh no, this is bad. What do I do now? You should help out with paying the fine so George doesn't go to jail. There is no way I'm paying that. Even if I paid the fine, he would still have the child support left to pay. Do you expect me to pay that also? Mom, aren't you even surprised that your supposed billionaire CEO George is unable to pay child support? Well, Lily was saying something like I made a mistake with his identity, but there's no time to discuss that now. I urgently need you to help pay the fine so George can be released first. Then we can all sit down together and discuss this misplaced identity as one big family. One big family? I hope you solve this mess you've created.
My life is officially ruined! The past 2 weeks of my life have been hellish!
Hello, Mrs. Lily Tucker.
Don't call me that! I hate that name!
Why? I'm following your exact orders. It's just been 2 weeks since you got married. Why do you suddenly hate the Tucker name you fought so hard to get?
Stop teasing me! You caused this! It's all your fault!
Hey, stop it right there. You pushed yourself into this. How is this my fault?
You knew about George all this while and you refused to inform me!
I only knew those details when I discussed your wedding with my fiancé Travis, and I informed you almost immediately. But it was too late, obviously. You were already married.
This isn't funny!
Perhaps to you, but the more I think of it, the funnier it becomes. Mom saw a picture of me with the guy, thought he was my fiancé, and told you to snatch him. You both thought he was the billionaire CEO of Tucker Corporation Ltd. And the heir of the Tucker's inheritance. Unfortunately, he's just a pain-in-the-ass friend that none of them want to associate with. You thought you were marrying a billionaire, but you only ended up marrying a loser.
Laugh all you want. I bet you won't find it funny if you knew the recent development.
Really? I might have an inkling, but please give me details.
Ugh! I'm sure you've heard that George had a child from a previous marriage, and he refused to pay child support.
Yeah, I heard it from Mom.
I had to pay the fines that the court issued just so he wouldn't remain in jail. However, the court gave him a stipulated time to pay the child support, or else he'd go back to jail. This is so disheartening, especially each time I think of the baby growing in my womb.
Jeez, must be a lot for you to handle. But you're not alone. You've got Mom. You'll be fine.
I've got Mom? What can Mom do to help in this situation? Do you know I also had to pay the debt we owed our wedding planner?
Debt? Did you plan your wedding on credit?
It wasn't my fault. I thought George was a billionaire, so I kept ordering the most expensive things and promised them we'd balance after the wedding, because my husband was the CEO of Tucker Corporation Ltd. I'm not done paying off the debt, and I have no more money left on me. Can you please help me with some cash?
You know I wouldn't, so why bother asking?
I can't believe you can be this wicked and insensitive.
You pushed me this far, so I'm giving you just what you deserve. You had better get a job and work like a responsible adult.
This is not fair. You're my only sister. You should at least give me a job. I shouldn't be looking for a job on the streets when my sister is highly placed in a big company.
I see what you're trying to do, but I'm not in a position to just give someone a job, particularly someone who isn't qualified. You didn't even finish college, so what kind of job are you expecting here?
That shouldn't be a problem. People do it all the time. You can give your family positions in your company regardless of their qualifications.
I'm sorry, but my fiancé, the CEO, doesn't roll that way. He said he doesn't want to have anything to do with George or anyone related to him, so he doesn't ruin the company's reputation. Sharing the same surname with that criminal might even taint his image. You further complicated things with the press you invited to your wedding.
This is unfair. I deserve to at least get a job.
It's high time you stop feeling entitled. If you want a job, go for it the normal way. Write an application and submit your CV.
Don't be wicked, Jennifer. You should at least care for my unborn child. It is going to be your niece or nephew.
I'll see what I can do when you deliver the child, but for now, sort yourself. Besides, you still have your precious mom by your side.
So? It's not like Mommy has enough money to cater to my needs.
I don't care. I'm off to the Bahamas for vacation with my fiancé. See you whenever. A month after the whole saga with George and Lily, Travis and I returned from our vacation and decided to get married. Mom had no choice but to be present at the wedding, where she got to see the real Tucker billionaires. Unfortunately, they wouldn't associate with her beyond ordinary pleasantries because of her association with George. Lily was too overwhelmed with shame that she couldn't even attend. George couldn't pay for the child support, so he was eventually given a jail time. Travis and I decided to help Lily get a job so she could take care of her growing child. She couldn't get a high-paying job because she didn't have a college degree, so Mom also had to work part-time. Travis and I left the US to start another branch of the company abroad. It wasn't easy at first, but
We're experiencing tremendous growth now. We also have a lovely daughter, and I keep training her to know that hard work pays. I haven't heard from my entitled sister in a while, but I believe by now she's learned the hard way to work for anything she desires.